So I caught up to Triv in the end, thank God for that. In the previous video, you might remember, he'd misheard me on this one, which means he would have misshot, but it's okay. He now knows that this is 4, this is 6, and this is 15, which is good news. So, a reminder, what Triv's going to do, he's up at the top of this building, or he's scaling up there now. He's a good scaler, he's pretty much a reptile. And what he's going to do is he's going to shoot from this corner down to this corner with a tranquilizer. So he needed to know this distance so that he didn't hurt the suspect too much, just wants to hit him with a tranquilizer. So we formed a little triangle. We had to work out this hypotenuse. So that was Pythagoras in 3 dimensions. And so what that's going to be was the square root, 4 squared plus 6 squared plus 15 squared. So the square root of all of that gives you the hypotenuse. But he now knows that. He now knows what this is. So, I don't know what that is. 16 plus 36 plus 225, all square rooted. No idea what that is, hang on. 225 plus 36 plus 16, 7, 1, 7, 2. Square root of 277. That may have a nice little root, but I'm not going to bother about that too much. What Triv did inform me though, is he needs to know the angle here that this makes to this back tower which he's at, so that he can shoot down at the right angle to get it perfectly across without injuring anyone in any of their other offices or hurting a snail in the pet shop next door. He has to get it directly down. So what we've got is a triangle. But we're going to go back, rather than Pythagoras, we're now going to be using different rules. So we've got this line here is representing this line going into the board. So what I'm doing is I'm taking out this triangle and putting it flat face so that you can see. So we know this height is the back wall, which is the same as all the other height walls, it's just 15 stories high. We don't know this because this is coming this way. We don't know what that is. We could work it out, but we don't need to at the second. And this is root 277, whatever that may be. And we need to work out this angle here. So this sort of question in an exam would be really tricky to see what's going on. But once you get to this stage, it's just a simple question applying your sine, cos and tan rules from your trigonometry. So this is opposite, this is the hypotenuse, remembering this is our 90 degrees. I've drawn that, you can draw that on here, it's there, it's 90 degrees. So this is our adjacent. If we have our adjacent and our hypotenuse, we want cos of this angle, theta, equals adjacent over hypotenuse. We know our adjacent and our hypotenuse, so we can do theta is equal to cos to the minus 1, remembering that's the same as getting rid of the cos on this side to make the angle the subject of our adjacent over our hypotenuse. Now, I don't have a calculator with me, but I can report this to Triv via pen. Ow! That's right, the pen's a gadget. It remembers what you write and it will write it to Triv. Clever, isn't it? So he's going to work that out in a calculator. He always has a calculator on him when he's at the top of a tower. And, oh, I hope I didn't knock him off the tower. That'll be bad. And he's going to work that out. That'll be theta, and he'll have everything he needs to take out trigonometry. And there we go. That's this all in 3D. This can be really, really hard to notice. This is top grade A-star stuff. They'll give you cuboids. They could give you prisms, pyramids, that sort of thing. But it's just applying basic knowledge. Just think about where your angles are and where your lines are, what you need to work out, and don't go off topic, and then you should be fine, it should be okay. Ask us questions, or ask me questions if I knock Triv off the cliff, tower. See how he gets on.